the final event of the Jenny and Holmes Charles Tour for 2020. This is the Christies Floorings Mount Open. Now, this event is particularly interesting for three key reasons. First of all, it's based here at Mount Maunganui. Beautiful golf course, great atmosphere, great climate, an awesome place to play competitive golf. Secondly, expect the scoring to be red hot. Last year, Denzel Iramia had his first professional win shooting 29 under par, which is just outrageous. And finally, not just the Christies Floorings Mount Open title is up for grabs. Also, the Jenny and Holmes Trophy will be given away, and that is given to the player who has scored the most points throughout the season. It's going to be a great event. Let's get into it. This is Michael, the General Manager of Mount Maunganui Golf Club. Michael, what does it mean to have this event on?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, the Mount's had a long history of hosting professional golf events, and this is our second Christies Floorings Charles Tour event now. So, yeah, no, it's awesome. Good to see the members out watching it as well.
And any nod to sponsors that have really come to the party for this?
Yeah, absolutely. Christies Floorings, a local company, got them behind it last year, and they've signed a 3-year agreement, so this is year 2. We've also had Forsyth Bar, local investment company, support the Pro-Am, and the Tauranga City Council as well have got them behind it through their events fund. So between the three of them, it really makes it easy to put on.
This is the final event for the year, the Mount Open. Tell us about the way the course is playing and what the players are saying, and the scoring as well.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I mean, last year we saw Denzel Iramia just turn the lights out on this golf course, almost getting to 30 under. I think he was 29 in the end, and
he bogeyed 17 as well, didn't he?
He did. But yeah, this year the course is playing vastly different. Obviously the winds got up a lot this week so far, and yeah, 15 under through 3 rounds is pretty damn good scoring by James Anstis and Daniel Hillier, 1 shot behind.
And 2021, we're leaving this year behind us. Give us some excitement, something to look forward to about next year's calendar.
Well, we've actually got a new event next year, the Club Room Golf Harbour Open, which will be an awesome new addition to the Jenny and Holmes Charles Tour.
Well, we're looking forward to that event as well, and congratulations on navigating the storm so well, and a big thank you, Golf New Zealand, for putting on these events considering all the circumstances. It's been great, and we look forward to more.
Thanks, Andy.
It is the morning of round 4. Tee-offs this morning started at 8:30, and at that time it was actually relatively calm, but throughout the day expect the winds to get really strong, and that's been a factor all week. The forecast is strong southwesterlies and a high of 22 degrees. Today, these leading groups are going to need to really focus on shot shape, shot selection and club selection. That is absolutely vital in these conditions. Let's check in with the leaderboard. At the top, we've got some established players on the Charles Tour, James Anstis and Daniel Hillier, separating themselves from the rest of the field. Looking at this top 10, it's great to see 4 of the players heading into this final round are amateur players, which is great. And you'll see a tournament within a tournament. You got Jimmy Zeng at 8 under and a whole host of players behind him on 7 under. First time in the final group, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot. I really enjoyed yesterday being in the final group. That was my first time ever, so I'm really proud of myself to keep myself in the final group and keep myself within at least got a nose in for this afternoon. Close enough that anything could happen, which is a nice feeling.
James Anstis, you've had 2 wins on the Charles Tour prior, and you've always been in and around the mix. What is it about this event that has you so red hot?
I just really like the golf course. I've played here a bunch when I was sort of an amateur, and I've been up here the last couple of years with a good friend of mine and played the course a bit with him. And yeah, I just love the layout, love the place. It reminds me of the Gold Coast in Australia, which I spent a bit of time in. And yeah, I just love the whole beach, the whole relaxed environment, the warm weather, and yeah, the golf course just really suits me.
There is some distance between you and James out on top from the field behind. How do you keep James at arm's length?
When you're in that position, it's kind of like you almost sort of play match play against each other, but at the same time, it's a stroke play tournament. You're playing against the course. Every shot counts, and so you just got to have a game plan that you stick to, and that's what I've done this whole week, and I'll try and do it as much as I can today.
And now we head to the first tee, and we'll pick up the action at the third to last group teeing off. This is Fraser McLaughlin from Queenstown. Full wind. Now that's turning left. He's going to need a bit of luck for a clear shot into the green. Now at this point there is a right to left wind pulling all the balls that way, so not really a surprise.
James Hydes from Golf Harbour, amateur player. He hits that well. Same line as Fraser's, so he'll have some company out there. And one of the most liked guys on the Charles Tour, this is Dong Woo Kang. Everyone loves Dong Woo. Smashes it. Perfect line against the wind. That is way down. And they're off. Next up is our second to last group, and starting them off will be proud Northland boy Luke Brown. He can wind it. He's got some serious club head speed, and he's done just that, but he's one-handed it because he's hooked it, so that's way right. Out onto the 18th. Jimmy Zhang, he's an amateur wanting to head to the States in the next few years to further his career. Great player. Now he's gone to the opposite end of the course to Luke Brown. He's way left. They won't see each other for a while. This is Cantabrian Zach May. Started in cricket, now a golfer. Beautiful golf swing, and he finds the left centre, no problem there. Second to last group is off. And now our final group. First up is amateur Kit Bittle from Golf Harbour. He'll be wanting to find the fairway. First time in the final group in the final day, and that is straight down the middle. Great shot from Bittle. Daniel Hillier grew up in Wellington. He'll be used to the windy conditions. Strikes it well, but he's actually blocked that right. Should be okay, but it is heading right. Anstis, quality golfer, played so well. He has wound that straight down the middle. Perfect. First up to hit will be Hillier. He's actually in the clear, just has to go over some trees, and he's struck that nicely. That rolls, oh, that's almost a Gibby birdie on the first for Hillier. Very good. Bittle up next, having to weave it under some trees. Bit of a bump and run, and yep, he's found the centre of the green. That's fine. And Anstis with that monster drive, he's got a great opportunity just to stamp his authority. Just a little flick on, hoping for a bit of overspin so that rolls out. Oh, he's landed that a bit short. He won't be happy with that. That's still about 25, 30 feet for birdie. Yeah. Sometimes you'll take a par on the first hole when you're in this final group, but still, there was a great opportunity to build some momentum there. Bittle lagging this up. Not bad at all. He tidies up for par. And Hillier rolls this in for a commanding birdie on the first hole. The par 4 second. First up will be Hillier. He's got the honour. Oh yeah, that's absolutely pumped. That's right centre and miles down. Bittle up second. He flares that slightly right, but it's okay. Maybe just catching the fairway. Anstis, he can hit a massive ball, and that is left centre, so all in play off the tee. Bittle with a short iron. He's pin high, but missed the green left. Anstis with a little flick on. No harm there. Pin high left as well on the green. He's putting. And Hillier just shows how far down he is. He's got like 40 metres to the flag, and he'll be unhappy with that. He'll really be wanting to hit that to about 3 or 4 feet. Kit with the classic bump and run. Bit of meat on the bone there, unfortunately, so that's not a gimme. Anstis from long range, and he shows his intention. That is a slam dunk straight in there. Hillier to match him. Looks good, but creeps to the left of the hole. While he is playing his own game, you can't help but notice when your main competition holds one from off the green for birdie. That can get in your head. Kit catching the lip. He'll be a bit down on himself after that. That's a bogey for him on the second. The par 4 third hole has a similar aesthetic to the second hole. Anstis strikes it well, pushes it slightly right down into the swale on the right. Hillier, he's slightly left of Anstis' line, and that's fine there. That's good stuff. And Bittle taking a long iron, he's flipped that. That's gone left, and it's out of sight, that one.
So Kit has pulled that off the third tee, and his ball's actually on the fourth green over here. So he's had to call the ref over to get it rolling about how to drop it accordingly. These are sort of things you've got to deal with when you find your ball in a slightly strange spot. The shot that he's got out in front of him is quite a difficult one too. He's got to go up and over some trees with a bit of wind going on. So let's wait and see what happens.
So while that's getting sorted, the other players will take their shots. Anstis up first. Lands about pin high, rolls to the back centre, nothing wrong with that. And Hillier, look how long he's hit that down the fairway, and that is just a little flick, bounce, check, and that's a kick in for birdie. Bittle with a great shot finding the centre of the green from there. That's very well done. He'll be happy with that. Bit of an outside birdie chance, but still when you're putting, it's all on. Really nice putt. So after that little bit of turmoil, he's made a nice clean par. Well done. Anstis is tracking. Oh, okay. He taps in for par, but he was threatening there. And Hillier really making his mark on these first few holes, straight in the middle. Oh, he's playing well. And while the players are in the heat of the battle, Golf New Zealand was playing host to a Futures event for kids of all ages.
The Hyundai Futures Festival is a great event for kids and families to give golf a go. It's also great for the kids who are already playing to come out, experience a few different challenges on the day. So we've got kids out here on the driving range. We have young people over at the putting and chipping area taking on a few different challenges, hitting some targets. And we just want them to really enjoy golf and then also help them to continue progress in their journey.
For those at home watching this right now going, oh, I'd love my kid to have a go at that, where can they find more information?
Yeah, if you're looking to get your child started in golf, head to golf.co.nz/futures and you can find out all about upcoming events, where you can get started and learn amongst a group with a coach, or if you're just looking to find a facility like a driving range or mini golf or a short course to get started, jump on the website and we'll help you get started in the game.
Golf at this level loves par fives because par fives are a great opportunity to make a birdie, and when you're making lots of birdies, you win. Now this is hole 5, which is the first of 4 par 5s on this course, and what makes this special is straight after this, hole 6 is a par 5 as well. It's rare that you get to play 2 par 5s in a row, and also both of these par 5s are under 500 metres. To win an event on the Jenny and Holmes Charles Tour, it's all about momentum, and when you've got 2 birdies staring at you like you do here with these 2 par 5s, it's a great platform to build on, to post a really low number and take out the title.
So we pick up the action with the second shots into the 6th hole. This is Anstis in amongst the Bahudakawas. Probably going for the green, but pulled it, so it kind of looks like a bit of a layup shot there. He's short left. Hillier with a low to mid iron into the green. He would have been steering that down, but the wind didn't push that to the right, so he's long left. Bittles actually hit the green in 2, so he's got a putt coming up for eagle, which he'll be enjoying, no doubt. Anstis, he catches it cleanly and maybe too cleanly. That gets caught up in the wind and doesn't get that overspin up to the hole. So certainly not straightforward up and down for Anstis. And Hillier, he comes up short too. Not a gimme, but you expect a player of his quality to be able to roll that in. Biddle for eagle. Looks really good. Can't quite see it here, but there is a bit of a slope there and he is putting into the breeze. So he comes up short. Anstis for birdie. No, that misses right. Biddle with a birdie 4. Hillier, the unshakable is shaken. He makes a 5 and he's not happy about it. And Anstis with a 5.
So full credit to Kit Biddle, he's had 2 birdies over those 2 par 5s. That is taking advantage of them. Surprisingly, Hillier and Anstis with their length, they were unable to make a birdie. So 2 pars for them, and you can tell they're not exactly stoked with that. We're camped out here on the back of the 9th green. We hear a commotion on the 8th green. Turns out Biddle is just holed it off the green for his 4th birdie in a row. Now at the start of the round, Biddle was looking a little shaky, maybe a little nervy playing with the pros in the final group, but he's really recovered. And as we know on the Charles Tour, amateurs can win these events. It's good stuff.
So this is the par 3 9th. Hitting off first is Biddle. He's pin high left, a long putt to come, but he's on the green, he'll take it. Anstis falling out of that swing, and that's a bad error. He's gone right, no green to work with. That's going to be a hard up and down. Hillier, pretty clinical, going for the centre of the green. Doesn't look like Anstis has the best of lies either. He has to hit a flop shot, but it doesn't look like he can. So it looks like he's going to be working pretty hard for his par. Going to have to hold a long one. Speaking of long putts, here's Biddle for a long range birdie. Oh, that's very well judged. He's got his confidence back. If that went in, that would have been 5 birdies in a row. So he's feeling it now. He's comfortable. Anstis for par. And that's a really good putt. Oh. 4 for Anstis. And Hillier for a 2-shot swing. Holds this. Oh. No. So that is a par for Hillier. We're 9 holes in. And look at that leaderboard. Hudson and Yale, 4 and 5 under after 9. They're really giving it everything in this final round. And it's going to be great watching this back 9 as only 2 shots separate the top 3. The sun is out and so is the crowd. Great to see the support from the locals and the members. And speaking of support, as always, a huge thank you to our sponsors. For you to stick with the game that we love, considering the year we've had, is a great testament to you. And Josh Geary now, he's just completed his final round. He's shot 8 under 64. That is a great way to cap off an event.
This is hole 14 and it's a par 3, and this stands out amongst the par 3s for one key reason: its length. It plays just under 200 metres long, which is long for a par 3, but also it's about 30 metres further than the next longest par 3. Now 30 metres doesn't sound like a lot, but for players that can be about 2 or 3 clubs difference. Let me put it this way. It's a lot easier to hit a target with a 6-iron than it is with a 3-iron. And you throw some wind into this hole can be really brutal. I've seen players hit 3 woods and 3 irons into this hole. A par here feels really good. A birdie here, and you're picking up 2 shots in the field.
Anstis with a hollow strike that hasn't felt good in the hands at all. That's come up well short, but in no trouble. Hillier with a very attractive shot, riding the wind, a little draw and nice and tight. Stunning. And Biddle just holding off a little bit. That's front right. You'd call that a good miss. Nothing wrong with that. Good crowd out now as we're heading into the final stretch. Anstis, it actually rolled out okay. This isn't too bad. Pretty straightforward up and down for him. Unfortunately, he's missed his landing spot, or he didn't get any check, and that's rolled out past and catching the slope and riding the wind. So a long putt for par for Anstis. Biddle, he's kind of done the same. Ooh, it's really rolled out. Hillier to make us some serious room for birdie. Slightly misjudged. Anstis to save par. Hasn't played the par 3s well this final round. That's a bogey for him. And Biddle catching the lip, heartbreaking. That's a tap and bogey. And Hillier makes a par and makes up 1 shot.
So this is Dave from Christies Floorings. Dave, why do you want to be involved with this event?
Mount Club, of course, is a premier club in this area, and at this stage we had no major event that was exciting or the members could actually get excited with. So I was just only really thankful that we had the opportunity to be able to make sure that this takes place.
And what do you make of the golf on display so far?
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Just watching the 3 leaders coming home. It's still wide open. There's only a couple of shots amongst it, so no, it's going to be an interesting finish.
Well done on navigating that storm, and thank you very much for being the main sponsor of this event. It's great to have you on board, and I know next year is your 3rd year.
Yes.
And we look forward to many more.
So do we. Thanks a lot.
So while we were talking to Dave just then, Hillier, his approach shot into 16 was a bit wayward and he got unlucky with the bounce. It kicked hard right into this bush, and now he has to take a penalty drop, and this isn't an easy up and down either. He catches that beautifully and that rolls out. Wow, that's actually very well done considering. Hillier would go on to bogey that hole, but then birdie the par 3 17th. So on this 18th tee, James Anstis has a 2-shot lead over Daniel Hillier, and Biddle is 5 back. All 3 of them hit beautiful power fades into the centre of the fairway, which is just what you need coming down the last. Now 2 shots seems comfortable, but remember, if Hillier makes birdie and Anstis makes bogey, then it's a playoff. So it's comfortable, sort of. Biddle taking the safe option, really not wanting to take it long over the back because there's a big drop off over the back. Hillier, he's centre right, so you have to hold a big birdie to put some pressure on Anstis. And Anstis plays conservatively as well. So still a little bit of pressure in the air. Now he'll be wanting to hit this nice and tight just so that Hillier doesn't have a chance. But ooh, okay, 3 or 4 feet for par. Biddle gets a little aggressive. He's got 3rd place pretty much sewn up, so he can have a bit of fun now. Hillier, if he holds this, things get real serious. It looks good. He rolls that past. Biddle, 3 putts the last. He finishes at 14 under par for the tournament. A great effort. He's got 3rd place by 2 shots. Hillier holds a nice putt to finish 17 under par. A great effort. Really could have gone his way, But it's all James Anstis's event. He is 19 under par. He beats Daniel Hillier by 2 to win the Christies Floorings Mount Open for 2020. So one final look at our leaderboard. You'll see 3 amateurs in the top 10. Great to see. And Josh Geary, he shot 8 under in the final round, 64 to finish at 12. And Anstis takes it out by 2 over Hillier. Let's head into the prize giving.
Firstly, a big welcome to everyone, players, sponsors, members, New Zealand Golf, the New Zealand PGA, in particular the chairman of New Zealand Golf, Michael Smith. Thank you very much for coming along. The winner this year with rounds of 68, 64, 69 and 68 for a 19 under par total was James Anstis.
First of all, would like to thank the club GM, Michael Williams. Fantastic work this week, and we really appreciate all your help that has gone into this event. Next, the course super, Graham Much and his team. Fantastic work out there. The course is in great nick. Every time I come here, the course is fantastic and always have a good time. Dave Gerard from Christies Floorings, thanks for the support for this event. It means the world to all us pros. Jenny and Holmes for their continued support of these events. My dad lugged my bag around all week, so big thanks to him and the rest of my family as well. They're big supporters, and my support team as well. They just, they allow me to come out and play golf for a living. It's pretty wicked. Thanks to everyone, safe travels, and hope you guys have a good Christmas.
We're extremely honoured to join and celebrate with you. So for this year, we'd like to invite Dan Hillier to collect the Jenny and Holmes trophy.
Firstly, I just want to start off by thanking my girlfriend for being on the bag, not just this week, but for 2 of the other Charles Tour events. It's great to have competitive golf and the opportunity for our elite amateurs to compete against some of the pros in New Zealand as well is really cool. Something that I enjoyed doing as an amateur growing up, and it's just a great tour to be on, and hopefully I can come back next year and put up another good fight for the Jenny and Holmes trophy. Thank you.
So what does Jenny and Holmes' involvement in the Charles Tour mean for you guys?
Well, Jenny and Holmes is extremely proud to create pathways for New Zealand golfers. We're really keen to see the Charles Tour grow from year to year, and we're really happy to share in their achievements.
Good stuff, like this man over here. Dan, you've been very consistent all year. You've only been pro for a year and a bit. You had a great amateur career as well. What do you think, and this is a tough question because we are running out of questions to ask you because we're talking to you every tournament, what do you think you do that separates you from the pack or have done?
I think for me, growing up around some pretty talented golfers has been a big part of it. There's guys that I'm playing with now that I really looked up to when I was younger, and also got a really good team around me back home that I'm continuing to work with, and I think just working on the right things and working hard, just got to keep continuing to do that.
So the Christies Floorings Mount Open champion, James Anstis, congratulations. What does this mean to you?
Thank you, mate. Yeah, it was a wicked week. I've kind of struggled a little bit throughout the middle of this year to find some form, and just put in a bunch of hard work on the course and in the gym the last couple of months, and it's really rewarding to see that it's paid off here this week.
Congratulations, and done with great spirit too. Good stuff.
Thank you very much.
A huge thank you to Jenny and Holmes and Golf New Zealand. We'll see you soon for the next golf story.